Okay, we're gonna be popping into day 3 of Tavern Talks here. So for those who don't know, I started this game a couple weeks ago because someone gifted it to me, and they can't watch on my normal stream time, so I wanted to make sure that they had the ability to, so we are recording this for YouTube, just for them. Just for Captain. Thank you, Captain. But the rest of you on YouTube, feel free to watch, enjoy. If you're on episode 3, pop back to episode 1 or 2. Let us know what you enjoyed in the comment section. We're gonna pop back in here. God. Also, if you haven't seen, this game is amazing. The characters are so cool. Like, the art's so vibrant. I love how cozy it is and the discovery and the implications. It's amazing. Alrighty, but before we pop in, Eternoise, hello, thank you for coming in, and for the Quack, how are you doing today? How was your week? Penny's like, yeah, it was an accomplishment. Yes, honey, you were. Biggest accomplishment of not accomplishing anything, right? That's kind of how I feel. I feel like I accomplished absolutely nothing. Tarot's pulled up, thank you, Nick. Also, all the characters are associated with tarot cards, and they have been insanely accurate. Evie, hello! The art style is beautiful, right? It's so pretty. I have been swooning over it. Also, I appreciate the fact that the High Captain is in Twitch chat as like the one of the pop-out ones, but you can't see it on my screen. I'm so sorry. Kenny's not a trophy boyfriend. Kenny does so much for me. Okay. Oh! You're new. Good mythical morning. Wait, that's a reference. Chrome is yelling at you if you're on YouTube to come join live. And if you are on Twitch and aren't subscribed to my YouTube, go subscribe to my YouTube. One of my goals for August is to be posting and getting caught up in some backlogs, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Please, I'm the trophy husband. Since when? Since when? Oh my gosh. Your biggest accomplishment this month was catching up with a lady friend that lives 20 minutes away from you. Ooh, that sounds fun. I hope that that goes well. Oh, Rhett and Link. Yes, yes, yes. I do remember that now. They had a show. Have a show? I don't know. Shows you what I know. Oof, but fair. I'm just saying, you can't use that title until you got that title. Just shipped you out your engagement ring pop yesterday. Absolutely not. I will not accept a proposal if it's with a ring pop. Just finished this week's game. You did a goal! Nice! I'm so proud of you. It's still morning somewhere. That's fair. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole from the primordial vortex. And, did it work? No. But almost. Would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But, no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it is. Theopractically? Practically in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense, I get it. You do? No, actually. That's to be expected. This smug motherfucker. Also, look at their eyes. No offense, but clearly you aren't a wizard. And who are you to judge that? Oh, you know, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you can just call me Hex. No need to overcomplicate things. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you, too. Ooh, new character! 48 he, him. Wizard from Zenith. He's chaotic neutral and the tower. Nick, will you drop what the tower is in chat? And we're just doing a super quick runaway because I forgot that whenever I do a lot of reading, I really need chapstick and I don't have my chapstick. So you get a free outfit look and my ass. Why are you saying get smoked? What are you talking about? Also, it's so warm in my apartment again. Okay. Up, sudden change, chaos, revelation. That makes sense. Down, personal transformation, fear of change. Interesting. I love that personal transformation is on down. Huh. Cool. Nice to meet you too. Just innkeeper for now. Alright. Well then, innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something... something that'll make me focus and understand. Gotcha. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the reveal here? I think the new one is the brain one. Oh, with Barovia as a whole. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. That checks out. Also, let's make Ondu so much more intelligent. Come into your own, my little being. Okay. What happens if you make the wrong drink for them? Amazing. Are you just making Adderall? Pretty much. I think you figure out a way to get that primordial seawater to... Never mind. The explanation would be too complex to grasp. So, what complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, do we have any... No, we don't. Okay, cool. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me? My sister. Look at his eyes. They like fully opened there. And also the smattering of star freckles gives me life. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They're so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos for everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Oh, cute! It's like chaotic versus lawful. Oh my, what? Also cat. Just walking away. Neptune! Oh, there was an ear turn. Also, whomst is this lad? Without structure, there's no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy? Entropy? I think I said that right. I found entropy to be quite essential in the world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad. And to you, innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm, I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. He seems to be made of, like, there's like a little beer can down here. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat, not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to be still conscious. So you're undead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. His mustache. Oh, the beer can for a belly to be able to drink your potions? That's so funny. Also, can we appreciate the, this... That's so funny. And the swear for the thunder. How did you come back to life? I'm not sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care. Oh, so interesting. There's a whole bunch of undead that came out, but were not conscious like him. Those who had risen with you? Probably Hierophant, up conformity, tradition, institution, down freedom, challenging the status quo. Wait, let's go look. The Archivist. Chaotic Neutral, the Magician. Ooh, I think we've talked about the Magician before because we were talking about him for something else. Oh, for his sister. Maybe. Scully does have 2 different eyes. Those who'd risen with you? There's more like you out there. Of course. Undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. Well, we'll read this in a moment. However, I decided not to bother with that and go on my own way. Going south, I passed through Zoford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood, though I got to listen to the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on the Zoford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving a family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Zoford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. That's a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Interesting. That's something completely new. You have a drink for this undead fellow? Up, manifestation, resourcefulness, power. Down, manipulation, poor planning. Interesting. Also, how's the music balance for you guys? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so. What would you like? Oh, you're right. That's what the little can is for. Something full of charm and appeal. I think this is the one that we need. I'd love to hate the magician character. Ooh, for reasons. Okay, good to know. Oh, we can't make this one yet. Just kidding. That's a personal thing. Got it. That makes sense, especially with what you're talking about. Yeah, these are the ones that we use without infusions. The other ones need infusions. Hopefully I made the right thing. Real charmer, just for you. Jolly, I feel I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I'd ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Of course it's a fucking cat. Oh, that's funny. Archivist things, you know? I spend most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. That didn't leave a lot of room for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, that type hardly counts. Agreed, it's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes, if I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could. Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no you didn't. Thanks, bye. Okay, goodbye, Hex. Energetic young fella. Let's see if there's more information on him now. Nope. Maybe we'll read this one. Scully is a Mehada and the personification of a gentleman. And, well, he's dead. Or at least he was dead for quite some time before he rose again. But contrary to his fellow undead, he returned conscious. Okay. Indeed. The voice and attitude is already enough. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Huh. Hex is a very impulsive wizard who loves chaos and everything unreasonable. He's one of the 2 smartest people in all of Asteria, with the other being his sister, who seems to be his complete opposite. Thanks to him, I also learned a new word. Theopractically means practically in theory. Of course. Okay, linger here, good sir. What a gentleman. It's Fable! How's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hard the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. You're either going to be with the 65% that dislikes the character, the 30% that like the character, or I'll later tell you why I'm in the 5% that hate the character. Okay. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Yes, I will need to play for context, of course, but, like, I'm very intrigued. Apologies. My manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation like that. I'm Scully. Fable. Yup. And hey, I own the game now. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually. None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Usually. But that's hardly anything usual these days. I mean, the stars fell from the sky. Skeletons might as well speak. Wonder how that happened. Yeah, I wonder how I got the games in my inventory that Chrome has been trying to get me to play for a very long time when there was a Steam sale close to my birthday. I wonder. There's stranger things in this world. There surely are. Like your drinks, Innkeep. That one really gurgled my bones. Oh, gurgled in my bones. Gurgled my bones better. I'm gonna use that. That one gurgled my bones. So you already tried one? Indeed. Guess this was fated that- I guess it's fated that I'm gonna play them. Could you make me a drinking keeper? I don't want my bones to jiggle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You have to be very delicate with zucchini or they'll give up immediately. They probably want their usual. The swift strike. Shiver me timbers, nah, gurgled me bones, right? That's gonna be my next pirate saying. I wish I had more time to write. I have so many ideas, and now I'm like thinking about writing, more pirate stuff. I love writing pirate stuff. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know just what I needed, Innkeeper. After all, yeah, we're gonna say you're my favorite regular. I am? Yes. And you're my favorite Innkeeper. Oh, thank you, Fable. So do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out, I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to normal life, the better. Do you need a hand? I happen to have 2. I might know a thing or 2 about crops and fences. Sure, I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tregarin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid. Sounds like a useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeeper, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers don't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. You're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. I'll put them to good use. What do these do? Inspiration, the ability to extraordinarily motivate other people or persuade them to tell the truth. Interesting. Haste. I love that. So, Thunder Sage also has it, but it's more intelligence based. Intriguing. Okay. Certainly, if only I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I can still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. First snow. Oh, that looks so cute. 4, 5, 6. So this is another infusion-based one. Did you store it under your hat? Of course. Where else would I keep it? No wonder his hat's so long. He stores all his things in his hat. Thank you for the recipe. Thank you for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. I'll be back. Should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next? Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Thank you so much. Motherfucker, he's a hat of holding. That's a thing. That's a thing. That's a thing. Like a top hat with a hat of holding. Hold on, I need to turn the lights off now. The sun has set. A hat of holding. That's so funny. I want to make a magician character that has that. Oh my gosh. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. That's a smooth line. I'm gonna steal that. Arcane trickster that has the cartomancer feet, right? I feel like Sham's bag of holding should have been a hat of holding. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. So much theft, right? Just shove it into your hat. Oh! Oh! They look different. Was able to witness such a rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. Even would have gotten excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust, my least favorite of them. Rune's a lot of hard work. Does it now? Yep, makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper, how was your day then? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Of course, the other undead is like, yes, it was a distinguished gentleman, not a fucking skeleton. Sleight of hand can be used for misdirection, true. Distinguished, yeah, gentlemen don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall, greeted me with the tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. Oh. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. Reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Inky, have you read that letter yet? It'd be a story I'd love to hear now. Not yet, no. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Inky, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher? So I can get through today's babbling? Of course. Something that will make them tougher. Do we want to try this new one? Let's try it. I need to look at all my infusions, though. So I need something that has plus to strength and one other plus to swiftness or charisma. Maybe I could use this maybe I could use this. Let's just see. Well, yeah. So golden feather. Perfect. Then we'll add one more here. And we'll add 3 of these. Yeah, might as well use it. Oh, the honey flower might have been able to do it too. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the greatest dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that? I feel sturdy already. I've had me doubts about you, innkeep, but I must say you know your job. How's the day been for the 2 of you? The usual. Splendid! It was my first day centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Ray and I took a day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Barovia now? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape, so you can attend the fancy Barovian vampire banquet and I get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No? What about my material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? It's like Barovia, but it's different. Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back. I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in the sunlight as well. Ooh. Unsurprisingly popular with climbers and boulders. Do you know how she is doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should! The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Kyle. You stolen her, now the honey flowers are used. Yeah, exactly. With that new drink, the honey flowers are definitely needed. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know? What I'd do if me ex-husband stole my hammer? What? Take it and smash all the old deers. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh, maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. I love his little, like... And all she have to do is ask, oh my undead Evelyn. There's never been a wish of hers I turned down, and I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well? Yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her, my heart is aching. If that's all. Maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. I shall miss her evermore now, looking towards the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a grasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Ooh. The curse of being a vampire is outliving pretty much anyone you'll ever meet, so not surprising that Kyle seems to have fight with abandonment issues. He's seen few people die of old age after all. Nonetheless, he's very attentive to others. Perhaps he'll cherish the time he has left with them. I love him with my whole soul! Of course. Something strong, as soon as that my heart might stop aching. Okay. Let's figure out something strong. We could try the new one. Sailor's Courage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we wouldn't need any infusions. Because we've made him the Southern Brawler a couple of times. Let's do this one. Oh, come on. Boop. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this can help. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeeper more about your day, Right. I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots! Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclose the city almost like a rampart. Finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I've told you. Rumor has it, these are the roots of the Aether Tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. So you're gonna make one with the infusions, but you then made the same one you said you've made multiple times? No. So, this is the one that I've made him multiple times, the Southern Brawler. And my new ones are the ones that need the infusions. And this one, Sunny Breeze, needs the infusion. I thought that Sailor's Courage needed an infusion. Oh! You're right, Chrome. You're right. I did have it up on the board. That's so funny. I just autoed. Oh my gosh. I had a moment. I just had a moment. It's fine. Ooh. These ones have 2, these ones all have 1. Good defense plan indeed. What is going to protect the city? A city protected with stone. Oh. I was never involved in fortification efforts. Thank you, Moth! Thank you for the lurk! I love you! We had to call you out and make sure you understood what you did. No, you're good. You're good. Back to the learning. What are you learning about? I was never involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh. We've almost met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined, a detective spirit. Believe the last made her way to Dalwell. She seems to be onto something. How to set up co-op personas. Okay. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check on the antiques dealer? Oi, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from old times. Very well then, but you won't munch on the shopkeep, will you? Of course not. I'm well satisfied from the innkeeper's creation. All right then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Oh! Ah, look at the good boy! Okay, everyone needs to look at the good boy. And also, she has tattoos. She has she's really attractive. Okay, anyway, do my eyes deceive me? Minthy in the flesh. Oh, we know her. Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting the 15-year mark, right?
Who's a good boy?
That scared me. I was like, what the fuck? Thank you for the 100 bits. She's not in here yet. Okay, we need to talk to her a little bit more. It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you had me drop in from time to time to remind you, huh? I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Kane along. Who's Kane? What's that? Oh, oh, look at one is there. Then there's 2 tacos. I didn't see the second. Oh my gosh. Always. So, what brought you back to the area, if not your usual haunt? No, I generally prefer something more moist. Ha, not the word I would have used, but something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my taste. I noticed the second just before she spoke of it. Yeah. Also, like, her eyes are so pretty, and the eyeliner, and the nails, and look at the cute ring tattoos. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm gushing over her outfit. I don't know if I think she's hot or I want to be her or both. And the piercings? I didn't notice this one. That's cute. The stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another. Probably more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. It's both. It's both. I like her outfit a lot. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Oh, she's a wheelchair? Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now? I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape, not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh, well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Cute! Quite impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding their streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in the urban infrastructure. No, really. Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. A friend of Quincy, Mackenzie Catron, the disabled author and her service dog Grim. That's cool. Who's Quincy? But that's super cool. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. She's a librarian too? That makes sense now that you said that. Folks say the pearls appear in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. Just took me a while to crawl doing so, you see? Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. Lovely! I'm glad I had such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after the journey? I'll do my best. Is she in here now? She's not! I'm mad. TikToker known for comfy support shorts in his tavern. Plays D&D and apparently makes an oh, cool! Oh, Quincy! Like Quincy's Tavern. Interesting. This is one that does a lot on intelligence and also does, like, it's for storytellers, so we'll do this one. Thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down real quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library came to be. Certainly. Should be just below this pile. No, wait, I must have put it over there, actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to go get to, so how about this? I'll return around 7 days and I can tell you about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minthy. Have a safe and pearl-filled journey. I'll try. I want her in my people. Oh well. 7 days should be enough to read manuscript, right? That's funny. We can make a new quest? Maybe... these 3? Nope. Oh, interesting. They don't have the same things anymore. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. I was just confused because the last couple had been the same, like, colors and patterns, and so the fact that there were 3 different ones was interesting. Is that an update? I did see something about an update. YA fantasy author that lists Over the Garden Wall howls and the Grimm Brothers is inspo. Will you send me some of her stuff? I would love to read it. Okay, we're gonna take a super quick break. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom and I will be back in just a short moment and we'll continue with this next day. and definitely not eating cookie dough. But hi guys, welcome back. I totally forgot to grab my clip, so we might just do a quick little Bunnaroony.
Marching band. He said, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
Why? Why does that exist? I hate it. No. That was horrible. Anyway, I snagged some cookie dough, I moved my laundry, and we are good to go. Thank you for sharing her link. She looks a lot like Minty. That's cute. I love that. Look, it's Fable. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again. Of course, Fable. Poor Fable. Is there one that has a lot more agility? It looks like just a Swift Strike, unfortunately. I want to keep trying like the new drinks. Thank you, I feel much better already. Long night? Very. Turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help. Regret offering it? Not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. Before I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try, a bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around! That is character growth! Oh my gosh, I love that. I could still use a bit more practice, though. That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. I feel called out. Feel called out? You're not sorry? Not sorry for what?
Ain't no peace. Ain't no peace.
I didn't understand what it was saying at first. And I just need you to know that that is going to live in immortality on YouTube. Like, I think you're going to need to go into the comments once I post this and just tag the moment of when it sings anal beads. Mm-hmm. Chrome's like, yep. You have a much easier time helping others if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. Guys, I'm being called out. You were there when that song was sung on a stream? That's hilarious. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. I mean, I am pretty good at falling. You're pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay? Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh. Michael Reeves is a goat. Yeah, sounds like it. Good sir! Good day to you, innkeeper. If he's not a bard, I don't know who is. I'm calling it now. Good day to you, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. That's what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my, foes? Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. I don't think this is the Quincy guy. That's a full defense one. That could be fun. Frosted Lagoon is also Frozen Defense 1. We've made this one already. Yeah, I was like, Quincy was gonna look like himself. And I know what Quincy looks like. I've seen that one. I've seen some of his stuff on Instagram. No, you're good. You don't know. This guy does share his name with one of our friends, though. Ooh. Liquid protection against your foes. Now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. The stars in his eyes are so cute. And you should say so. I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. An upcoming hero from Windmore, and who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. I'm Fable of Ashen Grove. You're Fable? Yes, is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Tregarin from werewolves? The very same. This Fable is getting recognized. You're laughing inside right now, you're in a voice chat, there's 3 others are having a tech chat. You understand words, but not anything about the order they're in. I'm lost. I would be laughing outside. I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I feel that, Lunar. I feel that. Wow, what an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Nick, are you ready? Here we go. Human, he, him, swashbuckler. I was wrong. I wanted him to be a bard. Windmore, he's neutral good, and his arcana is the Hermit. The Hermit! What's his second name? Archibald. Up, soul-searching introspection, being alone. Down, isolation, loneliness. Interesting. That's really funny from such a charismatic character. Oh. Good things, I hope. Of course! They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family. That's one way to put it for sure. They do have a way with words. Incredible, a true hero indeed. They spoke of you helping with the aftershock of the starfall as well. Wait, what was he? The Hermit. That's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. Yeah, rich boy trying to leave a sheltered life. That's what I'm kind of getting. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm currently leaving my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak. I'm on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. Hermit, I love leaving my backstory era. They match the redhead. Interesting. And damn. What? I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Archie! Someone needs to clip that for Archie. Archie is the noble son of an influential family from Windmore. He's quite out of touch with reality, growing up around books of everyday people. He wants to experience the adventurous life they always read about, especially after hearing tales of Fable the folk hero. Also, Malachite's name is still Malachite, and I'm blanking on the first name. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me golden feathers a few days ago. He's just as stupidly corny as the related character. That's hilarious. I wonder if they were inspired by Persona. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular. I always thought those things were myths of legends you can only read about in books. Do you read a lot? Sometimes. Not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventures, and books are so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books. Books are cool. You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the innkeeper's journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh. Well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry. We're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. Oh, you were laughing too hard to type coherently? That's super funny. Yeah, you clipped it! Send it to him, please. I'm sure they would love if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Diarian negotiations, or even becoming a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of this world, don't you think? The dear negotiations? I love that I got tripped up on that word. I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating the trade routes due to the collapsing of a canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceroses. It's not going all that well because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Diara itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. No remorse. Ooh. So it's not about the color anymore. There was an update. Okay. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're all still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand, you know, physically, with your literal hands. Ah, okay, so I would go to the farmers and ask them what they need help with. Of course, that sounds. I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, innkeeper. Till then. He's gotta go grind some XP before he can take an actual adventure. I've been called! You literally just missed it. I'm so sorry. Here, look it! I'll show you. I can show you. I know, rich kid throwing money at his problems. Here he is, Archie. I mean, there's a clip. He's a human. His name is Gustav Archibald Richmond III. He's nothing like you at all, but he's a swashbuckler hermit. The hermit card, Arcana. He's a rich kid who is just starting off on his grand adventure. After hearing tales of Fable, the folk hero who we inspired. I haven't seen Archie and Archie in the same place. Archie, is there something you want to tell us? Are you in the game? I'm going to bed. Okay, good night. I'm actually kind of shocked you're still awake, not gonna lie. I thought Nick was just DMing you the clip to DM you the clip. You should play a character like him. Go back and look at it. Adorable? Weird. Not because of him, he heard about me being a hero? That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring anyone anyway. There are much greater heroes than me out there. He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's nice. You don't sound very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. This game keeps calling me out. I don't like it. That's such a good line. Okay. I'm personally gonna keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Tregarin. Alright, I get it. A noble is a closeted background, but maybe cloistered scholar? Ooh. I mean, you can also adjust things too based on background, like do the cloistered scholar stats and the noble like description. Why does this combo with the innkeeper and Fable sound like you and me? Just because I am inspirational, thank you. And I rattle off shit like the innkeeper does. Thank you, innkeeper. I'll try better to accept compliments. Did you hear that, Chad? Try better to accept compliments. Good. Ah! Hello, innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly. Hello, Malachi. It's good to see you both again. Likewise, right, Mal? I love this duo. You also give off advice yourself should accept. Okay, so Kenny and I were actually talking about this afternoon, and I called myself a hypocrite, and he was like, I won't say it as a hypocrite. I think it's more of just like you give off advice because you know it's right, but you just yourself have not put into practice. Thank you for the 29 bits.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Affection, you say? Thank you for that. But I know that I should accept my own advice. I'm well aware that I should. And I say it because I think that I should. I just haven't yet because of, you know, things get in the way. And most days I do, but sometimes you just have days. Also, hi, Dragon. How was stuff tonight? Taking your own advice, that's a thing. Always. I usually try. Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. Are you talking about the one you just picked up by any chance? Your incredible deduction skills strike again. I'm only trying to match wits here. Mally's my favorite. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars? Things went really well. Went to Wednesday night service for the first time in a few months. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, and I'm glad that it went well. I am missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. Nah, coaches no longer play the games they teach. You know, facts. Coaches no longer play the games they teach. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. Oh my gosh, I'm stealing that. You're gonna get me in trouble with my boyfriend. I'm kind of okay with that. And her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. But they're going on a quest together. They are not. You're slowly moving to a better place since you turned 25. Aww. I'm happy to hear that. And it does get better, and you have ups and downs, and healing and growth are not linear, it's cyclical. So whenever everyone's like, oh, I feel like I did so much, and then like I fell back down, I'm like, that's because you're not climbing a line, you're climbing up a circle staircase, and sometimes you just go over the edge. Don't you dare, that's mine! I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal it. Kenny Chrome's a bad influence again. Is he still here? I think he's lurking. And why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. She said she can't reach the quest board, and I needed a drink anyway. Okay, but I always am. Chrome is always a bad influence. Oh no, he's here! Aw, shit. You heard nothing. You heard nothing. You're sending Melly on a quest alone? As customary, that's how Shadowbanes have always handled it. Ooh. You've passed for 25, you don't feel the pressure that you're putting on yourself to reach those milestones. I love that. And honestly, I don't think you should put an age on life milestones that you can't influence, you know? Like finding a partner. That's not something you should put an age or a time limit on. Or being in your career. Like, mom jokes around, she's like, I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. She's gone through so many different jobs. So, age milestones should be more on, like, I want to get healthy. Things you can actually directly influence, you know? Keep forgetting your Joey's age, thought you were around mine, right? And then there's me, who's 4 years older than y'all. I'm glad that there's a generation in our family now that's not just me that's in that age gap. It's a good thing I'm dating older. Dragon, I want you to say that to my face again. I want you to say that to my face again. Are you telling me that I'm too old to get married and start a family? Are you telling me that I am too old to get married and start a family? Because I want you to sit your ass back down. I am not too old, thank you. You just insulted me. It's not our tradition. Just because it's tradition doesn't mean it's good. Sounds kind of ridiculous and really dangerous. You feel like it's too late to be starting for you. Okay, yeah, but you say that, and then I started early and fucked it up. So you're not too late. You're just taking your time to make sure you do it right. Oh, look at our cute little face. No. Why not? I'll just explain that badly. But you have to come with me. Why? It's clearly a job for two people. There's no job that can't be done alone. What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence? Didn't you want to go on training go on this quest to test your stealth training? But what if I get nervous, or what if I forget how to be stealthy, or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me? I don't know, Melina. What if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do! Aww! Your kids could be wormlings! Oh my gosh. Dragon, I'm forever in the future calling your children wormlings. I need you to know this. Your children are going to be wormlings. That is the cutest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I think you should go with her. I think you should mind your own business. And I think you should make better decisions. Melly's right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar themed vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do. You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours and you don't have other friends waiting around for you. Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed and do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise, his wool will get strawy. Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely. Yeah. I could take care of Rufus. This conversation is the funniest thing ever. You might be kind of getting feelings for someone, but also trying not to. Focus on getting to know them better before you become infatuated with the idea of them. And rather let your feelings grow from knowing who they are as a person as opposed to the rose-tinted glasses as you tend to. So don't hold back with that. Focus on the, deeper connection. Bad influence got be bad. I love that you're hugging him. I'm not reading that out loud because I don't want to manifest that, Chrome. But that is your emotions and your feelings, which are valid based on your abandonment problems in the past, which I think you should go to therapy for. But they're your thoughts. And I understand where they come from, considering I've had several of those thoughts in the past. What? I live nearby and I'm good with animals and pretty decent at crossword puzzles. That sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will, certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. Find a good influence person, the trope of an angel-devil pair where they move towards each other towards the middle ground. Ooh. That would be cool. Well, also, keep in mind that love and happiness aren't necessarily a romantic thing. You don't need to have romantic love to be happy, nor do you need to have happiness to find love. So, like, you can still be perfectly happy and not be in a relationship. So, yeah, don't worry about finding a person for that. You go to church with them, started by you getting feelings that she's one of the few people who's made a point to check in on you. Aww. That could be a friend thing, but maybe start to talk a little bit about, like, a little bit more in depth with her about, like, in-depth things and see what happens there. Both of them at any medium leads there. I know, I'm just saying. You sing? Sometimes. Maybe you could sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I'd prefer a song about Ur and Malachite saving those familiars instead, right, Mal?
Oh my.
Well, we will see, Dragon, what happens. Keep an open mind. And thank you for the 100 bits, Nick. Just this once. See it as final exam for your training. Yay, that sounds fun. Wonderful. So do you two need any help on your quest? What do you think, Detective? It's a great thing you would ask, Mighty Assistant. Please don't call me that. Okay, Mighty Mal then. Gave me like a fright. Thank you for the 10. How about John? Sure. So John, thanks for asking. Just so they can be at 404 bits? Okay. I have studied the quest and given us thorough closely. I've come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a case of finding the right clues sprinkled through the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars, they have different conflicting information and we'll need to collect and untangle them to see a whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we need to activate our stealth powers. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence. I can offer you some golden feathers. They do come with a sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make it to Zoford much quicker. Great idea! I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. His name is John! Oh my god. I love that. I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach. Interesting. I don't agree with you. I appreciate that you found a quote that encapsulates your ideas. And I'd love to have this discussion in more depth again another time, probably in DMs or a voice call. I don't think stream's the place for it, especially since I do disagree with you. But thank you for explaining your thoughts. And it's an intriguing quote. I don't think it's right. I think it's jaded. Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may recommend fresh Phoenix chilies. Some fire resistance could be a big advantage. Interesting. Does Andu have fire breath? Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. Helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows. I'd love to try Andu's marshmallows. I'll see if I can set something up when you return. I think some s'mores could help convince those familiars to help us. A dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with? Haste with quick arrival and charisma for smooth talking, or strength with fire resistance. Ooh, we get to pick. You in the react you wanted to get from me? That's fair. That's fair. We're gonna go with this one. So we need the 3 charisma and a little bit of dexterity. The Sunny Breeze could be good. It has the 3 charisma, it has 1 dexterity and 2 intelligence. This one also has 1 dexterity and more defense. What does the haste one do? Okay, let's try it. Let's maybe do this one. And we want the honey flower because that one has haste. Okay, and we want 2 defense. What happens if I add more dexterity? It's no longer the drink. Interesting. I was just curious. Honeyflowers in haste? Oh no. Whoops. I wanted this one. Golden feather. Yeet. Thank you. There we go. You just had a thought for D&D. Do share. Delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation. You're spot on. Guess this is how I die. Don't be pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective? With your help, complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon. Best of snooping. I should go with them to pick up the sheepfish before they disappear into the night. Don't forget to sing him a lullaby. Rufus or John? Rufus. Right, obviously, I'm gonna go do that now. I love the fact that all of them, like, keep changing the Genassi's name. This game is so good. As long as you don't kill Ons. Thank you, Chrome, for correcting that there. Chrissy, innkeeper. Chrissy, glad to see you're all right. Likewise, good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. Why don't Oathbreaker paladins keep a portion of their old oaths? I agree. I think that Oathbreaker paladins should keep their oaths, but they're twisted in intent, if that makes sense. So, like, something like protection at all costs goes towards more like overprotection to the point of controlling. Like, it's when you take the good and you turn it to the bad. Yeah, that's what you meant when you said corrupted. Yeah, I agree. I've never really liked Oathbreaker paladins for that reason. It's quite the disaster out there, and I'm just passing through, don't have the time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all. Sounds good. Thank you for hanging out tonight, Chrome. I appreciate you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice. Protection to the point of Iron Fist and control, right? Like a Vengeance Paladin can break and become a redemption given the circumstance. That's true! I agree! Ooh, I like that. Oh, 16 months! Thank you, Dragoon. I appreciate the resub. How are you doing, my dear? How are things? Or vengeance to the point of manic obsession. True. Oh, it was. Felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of Borean Ridge. Ooh, she saw the northern lights. It was the first time I caught a glimpse of them. Cough, cough, Paraxi. Also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoons because of her, but she was too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend after all, even scary creatures. Oh, she's named after one of the creator's dead friends. Aww. That's sad, but like I love that that's a way for her legacy to live on. Like, when I die, I better be in a fucking video game. I'm putting that out there now. That's my goal. Thank you. Doing a 3-week break? Ooh, gonna stay with your girlfriend. That's gonna be so fun. I'm super excited for you. Oh, do you have any fun things planned? That, like, without doxing yourself, but do you have any fun things planned? Gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. That sounds personal, Innkeeper. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as. We should accept them as they are. Damn, Chrissy. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. And I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Remember the nymphs from last we spoke? I do. I met one at the art convention. She was selling little homemade trinkets. I remember our conversations and got you this. Thought you might appreciate it. Where? What was it? I do, thank you. What appeared? Did anyone notice? I missed it. Is there a way to see what trinkets you got? No! Was it something that appeared here? Would be worse for Strahd if turned to Oathbreaker's buff undead like a vamp? Ooh. Interesting. You're such a sweet talker, but you can't trick me into giving you my name. Why would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep. Maybe I was this, like, little guy, but I thought this guy's been here for a while. Always. What appeared? Ugh. Oh, you're gonna visit with Sam! Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Is that the Lagoon Witch? Okay, hold on. So, like, that's one of your plans with your girlfriend. You're gonna visit them? Or is Sam your girlfriend? Okay. We have ads about to roll, and I really want to go get a clip and refill my drink. So I'm going to be back in just a super short moment, and we'll see you guys in a moment. We are back. Thank you for your patience. I need to refill my drink and get more ice and check to make sure my AC is working because it's hot as balls in here right now. So, okay. Anyway. Oh, Sam is a streamer friend. Yep. Oh, she's a fiance. That's right. Now that you say that, I think that I've heard that before. I wasn't sure what the case was because you, like, mentioned you're, like, visiting. But that's fun. I'm glad that you guys are going to go, like, hang out with them. But yeah, I'll definitely DM you and get the stitch later. Oh, we know this person. Bea? Bea? What do we think? Bea? Good to see you again. It's been a while. Yes. A while. 6,000 years. We're 6,000 years old? Found a Vado S of another streamer, her gift with that little green bauble. Bottom shelf, top jar. Oh! Thank you! I appreciate it. I don't know why I'm shouting it at you. I appreciate it. I could not figure out what she gave us. More like 2 months. Okay. Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer. Why are you yelling? I'm just yelling. I talk in all caps a lot. Thank you, Nick, for going searching on the break. You hibernated at this time of year? It was for the Bloomtide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to a reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all 7 moons at once? Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. Such festivities sound exciting. No! They're loud with their songs and they're arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around with their torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly! You know I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy adorned with thorns of undying trees. You know what they did? What? Chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting "Demon be gone" from the top of their tiny lungs. Look at her little arm and her face. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Please tell me she's in here. Yes! Bog creature, she, they, 555, druid, moon swamp, chaotic neutral, the lovers! Nick, what's the lovers? Also, why didn't we get Media in here? I'm sad. We also don't have Chrissy in here. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon, that way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Maybe you should give them another chance. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bogs, only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth. What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth? They think you might want to crush their bones with them. Up, love, harmony, values, alignment. Down, self-love, disharmony, imbalance. Interesting. Intriguing. I love that that's tied to this character. That would be so rude. They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd treat you like a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia, maybe even all of Asteria. Those sound perfect for the festivals. You might be right. Maybe I'll greet them with some flower crowns next year. Could even open up a seasonal flower crown store. I'd definitely buy one. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. A she-they swamp druid? That sounds like somebody else we know! Do you have swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. I know, if you still have those drinks that make you feel like an itsy-bitty spider, I'm gonna feel fast and dangly. In fact, I still do. Give me a moment. I wanna feel fast and dangly. I hate it here. Was there another one that had full decks? No, not yet. Giving CC core character zoomies. Absolutely, we are giving the CC core character zoomies. A spider's agility in a cup just for you. Delicious. I feel like I could scale any spider web and devour any fly. Thank you, innkeeper. You are welcome. Thank you for the lurk, and thank you for the sub. I know that you're in D&D right now. What woke you up from your slumber anyhow? The night sky fell into my dirt hut. Burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many small sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that they tried to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. After the trees and winds pillbugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired, but when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest. Heartburn? Loneliness. I thought I should get out there and advertise my new spa because only crickets were visiting and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went where I knew where people could use my services, the werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on the personal space, of course, so I just hung coupons up on a piece of red thing string at the nearby canopies. That's kind of creepy. I don't know, guys. Just let me know in chat if you found a coupon to a spa hung up in a tree by a red string. Would you go there? I would for plot. Together with some jolly little bells so the winds would announce their presence. Oh my gosh. Like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud masks. I hope they'll visit me sometime. I didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I wanted to share my flowers, mud, and pools with everyone so we can all look beautiful together. I love this character with my whole heart. That sounds so wonderful, Bea. I agree. Bea is an ancient squam creature I've known for a long time. She's a very sweet soul, but other people tend to find her terrifying, even attacking her. They love spiders and opened a swamp spa a while ago. Sadly, she hasn't gotten a lot of visitors yet. Aww. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Of course. Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. I love the answer. It's just a little text smiley. You could also come here more often and just hand them out yourself. Ah, but there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I would leave one in your nest. No one's here because it's almost closing time, Bea. You have to come by earlier during the day, or earlier in the evening, or during events. But there will be people here. Yes, that's the point. Too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. Will do. I love them. I love them with my whole soul. Hey! Ryu! Hello? I go, hello. He goes, hello? Hello? Come here, babies. Hi. What's going on? Do you want to come say hi? No? Okay, we are walking away. Okay, my dears. This is the start of a new day, so I think this is a really great place to end the stream. Thank you again for those who are on YouTube. For those who are on Twitch, stick around. We'll chat for a little bit after this. But for those who are on YouTube, thank you so much for spending time with us and enjoying the stream and enjoying this Chapter 3. We'll see you all for Chapter 4 and get through a couple days. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll talk to you all soon.